DeepSeek quietly shipped something that isn't a model this time. It's called DeepSeek Harness or DSH, an open source agent harness. So, what's a harness? A model on its own is a brain in a jar. It thinks, but it cannot touch anything. A harness gives it hands. It lets the model read and edit your files, run commands, delegate work, and keep a plan while it goes. DeepSeek Harness is DeepSeek's own version of that, built on everything is a plugin architecture on top of a framework called as Cordes. There is a formal paper too behind the design, but we are here to run it, not read it. Let's get right into this. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. I recently also have started this free weekly AI newsletter which you can subscribe at fahadmirza.substack.com. I'm going to use this Ubuntu. Make sure that you have Node installed. I have this latest version of Node and I'm going to use this npm from with this DeepSeek. Just say y and it should install this harness in no time. And it starts this web UI which you can access it at port 3080 on your local host. So let me go and access that out. And this is what it looks like. So you can just read through it. It still remains in testing, by the way. And you would need to put in your DeepSeek API key. Let me put it in. You can also configure it later, but thankfully you can do it right now. So save and continue. And that's it. Your harness is ready. Before we use it, let me walk you through the settings because that is quite important. So if you click on setting on the bottom left, this is where you can do a lot of things and customize it as per your own requirement. Agent preset is where the new sessions runs as. So it applies to new sessions only. Running ones keep their zone. So you can keep the mode as code mode, minimal mode, or creator mode. I would suggest start with the standard mode. Then permissions, you can give it full access if you like, and then some other tidbits here. This last one is quite important, which is enter behavior while busy. Q means enter stacks your next message while it's working. And my apologies for my voice. It's really going down, so hopefully I will be able to still make videos in coming days, but we'll see. So as I said, the queue is where it shows the behavior as how the agent stacks your next message. The models one is quite important. If you don't want to use DeepSeek API key, there are a lot of other providers. So for example, if you click on add provider, you can use Hugging Face, Open Router, Xiaomi. There are heaps of them. Even you can use Jaifu's coding plan. How good is that? So the new GLM 5.3 it means. So there are heaps of providers there, and then you can just simply paste your API key, select the model, and from here paste URL, and you can even put in your custom ones and then cancel. Then you have some of the plugins. This is everything as a plugin claim. So three are already installed. Shell, this limits every command the agent runs, which we can use. Agent loop, how it dispatches the tool calls. And web searches, it is their own search provider which comes pre-configured. And then there is a plugin list which you can enable or disable, and there are heaps of them, and this will keep growing. A lot of stuff is there. You can see you can even build your own and put it there. Then some of the presets are there. A preset is simply a bundle of tools plus prompt plus capabilities a session runs. So four built-ins are there. Standard mode, which I just showed you, which contains full coding agent, files, shell, search, planning, sub-agents, and then there is a code mode. This is same, but tools exposed through the code SDK, so it can chain multi-step ops in one TypeScript call. Minimal mode, there are again two tools, bash and string replace. Creator mode for authoring your own presets. So you can duplicate one and edit it, or let creator mode draft one for you. So you can disclose it. Now you can pick your own workspace from here. Like, this means that whatever directory you want to work in. So for instance, I'll just select one of my own local directory. Maybe I will just go with this existing one, the Quen directory, where I have a couple of files already. And then you can just start building something there. So maybe I will just ask it first, analyze the files in this directory and summarize what they are doing. And you can see it is using this DeepSeek V4 Flash in high mode. So you can also reduce the effort. You can simply turn it off too, just to save your tokens. So you can see it immediately has started using the tools which I showed you earlier, and now it is giving you what exactly those files are, and it has done really good stuff. If you have been watching my videos, you might have recognized this file from the coin video. So it has gone in, checked what that file is. It is about showcasing vegetarian dishes, and then it has given me the answer very quickly. You can open a new session, new chat with new context, and then you can even change your workspace. You can add it, and then this is the standard mode where you can work in different modes as I told you earlier. And now let me show you how you can add LM Studio or Ollama or llama.cpp or any other custom provider. So again, just go to settings, models, and click on models. From there, click on add a custom provider. So this is where you can give provider ID, display name, or whatever you like. Then you can fill in these values. You can see I have given it Ollama, the default endpoint of Ollama, because I already have Ollama installed on my local system. I think I would just need to start this Ollama.service, and now it should be able to show me the Ollama's new model, which is this 1.3.8 latest, the 27 billion one, and everything looks good. As you can see here, you can click on fetch models, and it has already, I'll just say this, sorry, I didn't select it. Let me select, add selected, and it is now selected. You can create that provider. I'll just remove this, and Ollama provider is there, and you can of course edit it. You can create as many provider as you like, and then you can go here. Either you can just simply go create a new workspace, which you can do from the left hand side. Just click on this plus, and from here just select another directory. Let's say for example you want to do DSH, and new one is selected, and from here you can see that this is a model which you can go with, or you can select the 3.8 latest, and you can also give it full access or whatever you like. And there are of course risks here. It is multimodal. You can also give a lot of commands, like a goal for the running task, permission, plan, or these sort of things. So for example, if I give it a goal to do something, then you can just give it any task of your choice. For example, I'm asking it to create me a self-contained file where is duck is just swimming in a pool or a pond, and that's it. So it is just trying to do some deep dive and that sort of stuff. So I'm just trying to showcase how exactly this thing works. You can pause it. You can also just cancel this task any time of your choice. Basically, it runs in asynchronous mode. And we are using Coin, which is quite a good model, but I would say it thinks a lot, unnecessarily a lot, and that is what we have seen in the last two videos. And it has created the file, as you can see, pretty good up, by the way. I really like this harness. I might use it for my day-to-day stuff. So let me check that file quickly. There you go. There's a duck. Wow, look at the duck, how good the duck is. Remember, this is a single HTML file. It looks quite bright and sunny. I don't know what that is, but wow, look at how it rebounded. Very impressive. And there you go. So look, that's it. This is the DeepSeek harness for you. You'll be seeing me using it more and more. That's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for all the support.